Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Today we are going to see a total quality management implementation in manufacturing and service sectors. TQM for service sectors. Total quality management is the key mantra for the manufacturing industry, but its benefit have been better realized by intense customer oriented service industries, be it fast moving consumer goods, retail, hospitality, telecom, or banking. In service organizations, the TQM challenges lies in establishing smooth connectivity between business processes so as to retain the customers. A quality control approach to cover all processes would be beneficial to every organization, since in a service industry every aspect of quality is associated with employee. Quality control department has a key and a very important role to play. Putting in place an effective TQM mechanism in a service industry requires patience and communication on the part of management and workforce to satisfy the customer. So before we get into that next slide, we need to talk more about what is FMCG. So FMCG is a fast moving consumer group regarding industry. It's one of a market capitalization. In FMCG, industry size in 2018 is all about US dollar of 70 billion industries, in rupees 4 lakhs crores in 2018 in sales. That was a great year. In a growth percentage of 7%, and for the last 3 years 13.5%. In rural markets, it goes to 40 to 45% of FMCG sales. In 2020, now its growth is 103 billion rupees, that is 7.3 lakh crores, which is very huge. In every FMCG, that every organization get into that more number of trends. For example, it's all about innovation. So here we need to know what is a consumer market. Then we'll move on to that. What is the innovation and what are all the trends? What are the flavors and what about the package they are doing right now? In consumer market, markets for products and services like toothpaste, ice cream, shampoo, car, LED TVs, refrigerators, apparels, and air travel, etc. So they are bought by individuals for their own or family use. In the customer market, companies try to identify and meet the need of the consumer through their product and service offering. So this is all about consumer market. In additionally, they try to position the product in the consumer mind for better awareness and purchases. So here, for making a product as innovation, so these kind of Unilever, Procter and Gamble, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nestle, and Johnson & Johnson, so they are involving in a new trend called innovation of a product. So nowadays we can see a premium cookies and premium covers for that cookies. So like that, it like a product innovation in a rural, they involved and evolved to do a iodine bindi. It's a product, a tribal people area. They did a research. They find out the women are suffered from iodine deficiency. So they come up with a new solution as a product called iodine bindi with a microgram of iodine. And second thing is, it's a unique flavor. And in a unique flavor, in the sense, in an innovation part, they evolved a new category. For example, healthy foods. which means an organic food, no pesticides involved in that pulses, whatever it may be. Like personal care, if when we talk about personal care, how it evolved, like Ayurvedic, herbal, like Patanjali following the trend. When we talk about packaging in innovation, that Induleka, the tip of the bottle will have like a comb, so it becomes that the reason the product was picked up. So likewise, these kind of fast moving consumer goods generally include a wide variety of frequently purchased products such as toothpaste, shampoo, soap, cosmetics, hair oils, and detergents, as well as other non durables such as plastics, goods, LED bulbs, papers, and stationery glasswares. Like consumer goods may also include chocolates, pharmaceuticals, packaged food products, and soft drinks. The fast moving, that is FMCG, have low unit value with high volume potential. In India, there are more number of organizations like P&G, Procter and Gamble, Nestle, Johnson & Johnson, Pepsi, Unilever, and AB in Beverage, Coca-Cola, Mondelez, and L'Oreal, Unilever, ITC, Nestle, Amul, and Mondelez, and Dabur. So this Amul, this slide, and Unilever and Coca-Cola, so these are all top in India. And obviously Patanjali, Britannia, and P&G, Marico, Pepsi, and Godrej. So right now we talk about FMCG. We are having another one called for electronics. FMCE is nothing but fast moving consumer electronics, which includes innovative electronic products like smartphones, MP3 players, and digital cameras. So this is how FMCG are following in the company. Next we move on to just in time, JIT. So here also I am going to say some real time example for JIT. Just in time is an approach to minimize waste in manufacturing in the form of time, materials, energy, and error. So these things are pillar concepts to initialize. It is initiated by Taichi Hona. He is also considered as a father of TPS, that is Toyota Production System. What he did is, he is also an industrial engineer and Toyota industry. He implemented TPS, that is nothing but Toyota Production System, in Toyota Motor Corporation, and it was a great success. How JIT works? It is based on an order the production was started. So where he evolved this, the JIT, how it works, it's a real time example. One day he went to USA in a market. He saw one bin. It contains of full of bread packets. After all the packets was sold out, then only they refilled the bread buckets in the bin. So from that area he evolved based on JIT. He evolved this kind of JIT. They incorporate those ideas in his company, in Toyota Production System. At the time, it was going to raw material. Suppose they are going to start a production, the supplier started to make the parts only when in demand. Depends upon the need, the supplier started manufacturing the parts after getting instruction from the higher organization. For example, JIT concept means it's one of called pull system. Concept reduced cost of overstocking and its maintenance. Product is supplied at the right time of requirement and in a right quantities. So that is JIT. The objective of JITs are to reduce the setup times and lot sizes, to achieve zero defects goal in manufacturing, to focus on continuous improvement, and the last one is to eliminate waste and all non-value adding activities by systematically identifying these. And next one is called Takashi concepts. Takashi concept provides an alternative for the relationship between the performance of cost and quality. The Takashi further maintains that the relationship is quadratic and the cost varies with the square of the deviation from the target. The Takashi loss function is therefore represented by L of y equal to k of y minus m to the square, where L equal to loss associated with the parameter y. So by L of y in the sense loss associated with the parameter y. And what is mean by y? It's a parameter, and m is a target expected, and k equal to constant. This is how they will get the loss function. Next we move on to the process flow for audit program. So this will comes under PDCA or PDAC. The authority will establish the audit. The establishment, it is nothing but a plan. The establishment is nothing but a plan. Then implementing the audit, while implementing, so it is in the do. Competence and evaluation of auditors and audit activities. So this will comes under do. Next thing is called check. So check in the sense monitoring and reviewing the audit. Monitoring and reviewing the audit. After the check process gets completed, it move on to that act of improving the audit. How to improve? If there is any defects, if there is a wrong commitment, we will move on to that. Again, we need to establish the audit. So this is a PDCA cycle. The next is called audit classification. Audits can be classified based on what is being audited. What it is audited? The product, the process, the system. In the last video itself, we discussed a lot about what is internal, external and all that. So just we recap all those things. Internal audit is nothing but first party audit. External audit is nothing but, it may be called it as second or third party audit. And process audit, product audit and system audit. Next is called internal audit. So internal audit will happen. It will ensure that all organizations is meeting its own quality standards or contractually required standards. Internal audit may be done by auditors who works for the company being reviewed. They may also be hired by the company to audit its own function. However, auditors must be independent of the function they are auditing. So this is internal audit. So next is called external audit. In external audit, we are going to discuss about the second party audit and the third party audit. So here second party audit is nothing but it's one of an external audit done by a company that has a contract with the audited firm. And third party audit is nothing but external quality audit done by the organization that has no contract with the company it is audited is called third party audit. Third party audit, external audit can be done to attain or maintain certification in a quality standard. A third party audit can also be mandated by law to qualify for government contracts. It can be also be done at the request of suppliers or customer who would be considered a second party audit if they perform the quality audit themselves. So that's all about the industry sectors, how they are doing FCMG and all that. If any queries, you just ping me in my WhatsApp. Thank you guys.